Hey, if for some reason you didn't know, I stream on Twitch. Go follow my Twitch channel. Hey guys, Get Level here, and today we're going to be making some graphic design inside of a browser without using Photoshop, but really using something that is pretty much just as good as Photoshop. What? It is free. Yes. Something that I hear a lot in the streaming community is, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. I don't have Photoshop. I don't know how to use Photoshop. You don't need to have Photoshop to learn how to use Photoshop. You don't need Photoshop to learn graphic design. You don't need Photoshop to put an image in another image. Today I'm just gonna demonstrate. Okay. So let's say that I want to make some Twitch graphics. I'm gonna go to photopea.com, and this is exactly what it looks like when you go there. As you can see, it's completely empty, and it gives you a couple of choices. You can actually open Photoshop files in there. So if you download a template that is a PSD, you can open it in Photopea and modify it as if you had Photoshop. Anyways, so let's do new project, for example. Right, they have this bunch of templates. We're not going to use any of that. We know the size of what we want. Let's say that we're making an offline image, for example, that is 1920 by 1080. And it is pixel, of course. Height is going to be 1080. Wait, width? Yes, 1080. Okay, and the DPI, we're going to go for 300 because we want that stuff to look high quality. You don't necessarily have to, but whatever. Background's going to be white, and let's click create. Oh, would you look at that? We have a 1080p white background, new project. Okay, so the first thing that I like to do is work on a dark gray background. It has kind of like that gamer feel. Again, I'm not actually an expert in Photopea. This is like the second time I'm ever using it, so it's easy to figure out because it's supposed to be intuitive. I'm looking for something that looks like the paint bucket tool. There you go. I hold the click on this and then paint bucket tool, or you can press G and then G again to switch between the gradient tool, whatever. Now you're gonna go here in your foreground color, you click once and then you pick whatever color you want. Okay, I want a dark gray, as I said, boom, and let me click once. This is not working. It doesn't want me to put it on the background. Oh, never mind, it did. Okay, cool. Now we're gonna create a new layer. So layers work the way you would imagine transparent sheets would work. I have this one that is completely full, and if I do anything on top of it, okay, that's on a separate layer. Everything is transparent except for what I just wrote, so I can just turn off that layer and then it disappears. How beautiful is that? Okay, so every time you have a new layer, you want to separate things so you can maybe come back. Okay, let me create another square, well, rectangle. In here, I like to add, as much as I don't like general borders, I like to have my stuff in some sort of border-ish. Let me click on the fill. We're gonna get rid of that fill, and we only want the stroke to be white. So we're gonna pick a color here and then click white, and at some point hope that it will show up. Okay, I'm gonna click on the move tool. I'm gonna press Control and plus to go closer. Doesn't seem to be showing anything. I'm gonna click on the rectangle again, make sure that this is not bugged or anything. There you go. It wasn't bugged. It just was a little too short. Let's click away on the layer tab so it doesn't give us that selection blue thingy. Or just click on another layer. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I'm gonna press Control and minus, and I'm gonna press Control A to select everything, then select that layer and go to the move tool, and up top here you can see alignment. So if you want to align it left, middle, right, I'm gonna middle, and top, middle, bottom, I'm gonna click middle just to make sure that our main rectangle is in the middle and it's not gonna move. Okay, and then you can press Control D to deselect. All right, cool. So right now we just have rectangles. Now let's do what I call the easy buttons for graphic designers. We're gonna create a couple of rectangles. We're gonna duplicate them, and then we're gonna make them slanted, and then we're gonna paste them. You're gonna see it's gonna be great. So right now I have one rectangle. It's the same as the other one. We don't want that. We don't want a border. We actually want a solid color, and we want that solid color to be white, or this is the part where we should probably pick a color. So I'm gonna click here, and I know you guys love your blue overlays, so let's go with blue. Let's go with this brightish blue, and that's nice. Now I'm gonna go back to the move tool. I'm gonna hold Alt on my keyboard and then drag this. This is gonna duplicate it. All right, pay attention to the little lines that show up because they help you align stuff. Do the same thing, hold Alt on your keyboard and then drag it to where it seems like it is the same distance If not, you can use the arrow tools. Okay, what I'm gonna do now is hold shift on my keyboard, and as you can see, we created those 3 blue shapes. I'm gonna press Control G, and that groups them into a neat little folder. Now we can duplicate that folder if we want. Yeah, but for now, let's go ahead and, I don't know, let's, whoops. Let's press Control Shift T to transform. Nope, not even that. I don't know how to transform in this. What's it called? Free transform. It's Alt Control T, okay? So click Alt Control T or just go. And I'm gonna hold, you can just rotate it. So hover around the corner here and then rotate. I believe if you want precise rotation, you need to hold shift. So you get like increments of 15 degrees, I believe, or 30 degrees. I don't remember. Anyways, we want a diagonal like that. That seems fun. Press enter. I'm going to press V on my keyboard to go back to the move tool so I can move this. And I'm going to move it over there. You get that pepper over there. Okay. Now you can duplicate the folder, or I believe if I hold Alt here, it will know what I want to duplicate. Holding Alt, clicking, dragging, and boom. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? Now that's beautiful. Okay, cool. Now, what do we want to show on our did I say offline image? Let's say starting, it's the same thing pretty much. Okay. Let's say we want to do something as simple as just type starting soon. Okay, we're going to click on the text tool because that will help you add a text. Yay, you got it. And we're going to type starting, press enter, and then soon. So it's 2 different lines. Right now it's teeny tiny and the color is black so we can't see. So we're going to switch the color by clicking here. But I believe also clicking on the foreground color here will help. And you see the size is 24. We can click on size and actually move our mouse while holding it. This is weird. I don't think this is meant to be like that. Let me Control Z. Let me press Control A to select all of the text and then try that again. I don't like the way this is moving. Let's go with white. Okay, let's expand another tab. Right here, you'll see something that says CHA, that's character. So we get a little more options there. And now let's try switching up the size. That is absolutely weird. I'm gonna double click on the T here to make sure I select everything. Oh, okay, it's still 24. Okay, I was right. It just wasn't selected. And I typed starting Sue. Like the big brain that I am. Oh, Control A doesn't work. That's why. Okay, cool. Don't do Control A to select your text. Just manually select it or double click on the T on the text layer to make that happen. Let's make it white, or, you know, white is cool, but let's make this one the same color as over there because that's part of the color scheme now. Black, white, and then an accent color. We're going to pick this and then please tell me there's a color picker. There is, it's automatic, and just click here. Nice. Look at that. Look how beautiful this is. Okay, cool. Now let's pick a font. Depending on what font you have installed on your computer, you can actually load the font. So it will be like, hey, where did you download the font? And then you go find it. Or you can use a font that is already in here. They have some pretty cool fonts. Some crazy, don't go too crazy with them. Come on, like it has to be readable. Also, we're not in 1990s, so chill with the exaggerated graphic design. We're looking for something bold, and that is very readable. Okay, I actually like that. Leading, if it's what I believe, leading is basically the space between different lines. So I'm gonna bring the leading a little closer. If you want to make it center, there's paragraph tab here. You just click paragraph. I think that's what we're gonna use. I'm gonna click on the move tool. I'm gonna click Control A to select everything. And then since I have the move tool selected, I can line it up here. Remember, left, middle, right, top, middle, down. Just literally look at the thingies. Now, if you want to make everything very, very, very easy on yourself, you can go to a stock footage website. There's Pixabay is a good one. And you can type things like, I don't know, galaxies. I absolutely hate galaxy graphic design. Like there's nothing wrong with them, but everyone uses them. So it's kind of annoying. Let's type abstract if we want something abstract, and let's see what we can find that might look good. Let's go with this thing right here. Cool. We can right click it. I believe you should probably download it, but you'll you decide. You can download it full HD. And if I come here and I press Control V, it pasted in the smallest quality ever. Okay, okay. We might have to download it then. Let's go here and type download and click download. I'm not a robot. At least I don't think so. Let's click OK. Make sure that you know what you're downloading and you know what the license is for that stuff, so that you don't mess it up. Okay, good. Now let's delete that layer because we don't want it. Boom. And then let's click open and place, because that will open the file and then place it on top of whatever you were doing. That's what I believe, at least. It's right there. Yes. Why is it so small? The world will never know. Now you can drag the corner, and as you can see, it's stretching it, and you don't want anything to be stretched. Okay, first rule of graphic, everything is the first rule of graphic design. You don't want anything to be stretched. Okay, stretch, not good. So hold shift in order to maintain the proportions, and that way it doesn't look like jello. It actually looks like snowy mountains. All right, don't be scared if it's completely black now. I'm a little scared though, I'll admit. You might want to center it or whatever. It's kind of lagging, but my internet connection is also trash, so I'm not too surprised. Yeah, it would be really cool if I can see what's going on here. No? Okay, no, it doesn't want to show me what's going on. Turn that off, turn that on. Okay, it opened that in another, that's not normal, but okay. I keep pressing Control T. What was it? Control Alt T. There you go, for the transform tool. Wait a second, what size is that thing? What size is my canvas right now? My canvas might be a little too big. Let me just make sure. Okay, let me place this, and then we're gonna go to image. I'm lagging a lot. Canvas size. Ooh, why is it 8,000 by 4,000? That doesn't make any sense. But all right, let's retype 1920. Make sure this is not selected. 1080. Click OK. Turn this off. Okay, yeah, okay. I'm gonna select all of my, I'm gonna select everything basically, and now I'm gonna press Control Alt T to transform, and then I'm gonna bring him down. In order to not only make sure that it doesn't stretch, you need to hold Shift for that, but in order to basically mirror the transform so that it's going towards the middle, you need to hold Alt. So Shift, maintain proportion, and Alt in order for it to go towards the middle instead of on the direction that you're pulling it from. There we go. And now we have something relatively decent. Cool. Press enter, press Control plus to zoom in. Okay, now this is a 1080p. I was wondering why it was looking so weird. Just make sure you do a little bit of adjustments in there. You can Control A and center stuff again. Like the starting soon, you want that centered for sure. And that little border there, you want that centered. We're going to go ahead while the border is selected in the layers. We're going to click on the shape tool, and then we're going to lower the thickness of it right there. Nice. So where was I about this planet picture thingy? There it is. Oh my God, I keep pressing Control T. Control Alt T to transform. Alt for the anchor point to be in the middle, and then Shift to maintain proportion. Let's do this. Boom, like that. Okay, now let's drag it on top of underneath the border, so between the background, and this is what it would look like. On top here you will see on the layer tab there's opacity. Let's just drag that down like crazy, and technically you have yourself a starting soon screen. And the cool thing here is that from there you should be able to, you know, if you don't take this into account and you just turn off the starting soon, you can use this to make your banner. For example, let me open up a new project. New, and this one is going to be 640 because the Twitch panel, they ask you to be they ask it to be 320 in order to make it look the more HD. You go with 640. I usually go 640 by 640 and then decide what the height is going to be. So I'm going to press C, and that should open up the crop tool, and then here I can determine how high I want it to be, but the width is going to be 640 for sure. So we're going to be in HD. Boom. Press enter. Oh, why is it wide like that? Okay, that's not really intuitive. Anyways, let's crop it properly. It might not be 640 in total, but we'll be close to that. Boom. Okay. So now what I can do is press Control A, And hopefully that works. Control C or Control Shift C to basically, oh wait, I need to fix those little things because we're seeing this part. We don't want that. There you go. And there you go. Cool. So Control A, Control Shift C. I don't know if that's gonna work. And Control V. That did absolutely work. So Control Alt T to transform, and you can see it's huge. And you want to make that way smaller. Hold Alt and Shift, maintain proportion, and also make it from the middle. Cool. So you can do that. And from there, Control Plus to zoom in. You can go to the text and type whatever text you want. This is the About Me. One little tip for the text though. Okay, Control A doesn't work. I need to remember that. Go to character here, change the color. One thing to remember here, one of my tips for banners, if I can speak, banners is to actually type whatever the longest word is going to be. In my case, it's usually Instagram. I like the lowercase. I actually really like the lowercase. It's usually Instagram. So I usually size it with Instagram, with the word Instagram, because no other word is going to be this long. So I can maintain the proportion of the words. So all of your panels are going to be, you know, about artwork, if, you know, what else? Donate, subscribe. Oop. There you go. And as you can see, they all fit with the same size, and it's gonna really look good that way. If every single piece of text has the same size, don't be going crazy on me. And for this, you know, I can hold Alt, duplicate this, turn off that, go there and type flying. And for example, 1, 2, 3, and boom, this one, let's say that I want to make it white. Now it's white. And that's pretty much it. And then of course, if you want to center it, remember Control A until you see those dots all around. Go make sure you have the move tool selected, middle. And for example, right now I didn't have the right layer. Offline is what I want to center, middle. And there you go, currently offline. And this is how you do it. If you want to add like social media and stuff like that, you can just look for the PNG files on Google Image and then drag and drop them. Does that work? I personally like to keep a little stock of them. For example, I have this, and those are all transparent. So if I want to drag Twitter here, Twitter shows and it's transparent. Control Alt T to transform. Wait, what? Smart object needs to be rasterized. Okay, that's fine. Just right click here and then rasterize it. Boom. And now I can do that. Oh, that's a weird way of dealing with it. Hold Shift. And I can place it wherever. You get the point. I'm not gonna actually add a Twitter. Control D to deselect. And from there, of course, you need to export. You go to File, Export. You know, export as PNG. Cool, export as PNG. You see the size here. Remember, it's the same thing. Quality 100%, and it tells you even the size it's gonna be. Click Save, and then pick wherever you wanna put it. Then you can upload it to your Twitch channel. If you want to learn how to upload those things to your Twitch channel, I have so many videos on that. Don't worry about that. This was just the, hey, this is pretty much Photoshop Online. You can access this from your browser. This is on Chrome. I'm not using a software. I didn't download, I didn't install anything. You can probably access this from an iPad, from a phone, although it's probably complicated to use on a phone, but basically here it is. It might be a little buggy depending on your computer, depending on your internet connection, but this is amazing. And using that same technique, I could have continued and made the banner off of that same image and made you know, an intermission screen. If I wanted something like transparent, I could have used like some mask and etc. It's hopefully this is clear enough for you to get like the general principle of, hey, this is how you can start making your stuff right now. Another advice is don't go crazy with the colors, don't go crazy with the images. Pick 1 or 2 colors, stick with them on everything. Don't change colors between the offline, the banner, make it look like everything belongs to the same Twitch channel. All right. And there you go. This is an easy method of creating your own Twitch graphics. If you are a beginner Obviously, if you're gonna do this in the long run, don't just look up how to do Twitch overlays, how to do Twitch. This is basic graphic design. If you want to learn graphic design, type, you know, how to do graphic design or graphic design ideas, graphic design examples, and try to figure out how to do certain things, how to add a gradient, how to use mask, how to use the pen tool, when to use the pen tool, how to, all of that, how to change colors and on layers and everything. Anyways, hopefully this was informative. If it was, please leave a like. Click on the like button like right now. Of course, you can subscribe if you want more info on stuff like that. And if you don't have the time to do all of that, you can just go to gumroad.com/getlevel and actually get pre-made overlays that are just ready for you to go. And the good news is that most of them are also very much free. No excuses there, okay? Once again, I stream on Twitch, so check me out on Twitch. And right now, YouTube will tell you what they think is the best video you should watch next. At the bottom of it, you should definitely click on that video because it's my latest video. And I will see you guys next time. Don't forget to get your Streamer Brain mug. This is so not visible. Available, link in the description. And I will see you guys next time. Go out there, make me proud. Get level out.